How's it going, guys? Today is a beautifully sunny winter's day, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you how I keep the Blue Tongue Skinks outside over winter brumation. So the first part of keeping Blue Tongue Skinks outside over winter is having something to keep them in. I use these Blue Tongue hutches. You can watch my video on me making one of these. Should be in the top right corner. So these consist of a front sunning section and a back box retreat section. And the back box is where they'll be spending pretty much all their time over winter. So in the box we fill it with some sort of mulch or a sort of substrate they can bury down in. I'm using sugarcane mulch at the moment. We can use hay and a bunch of other stuff. In a different kind of enclosure, a similar brumation spot could just consist of a big pile of mulch in a dry area or something similar like that, or even build a box if you have an outdoor pit. Give them a box to hide in, and yeah, they'll use that to bury down in and sleep over winter. So a crucially important part about keeping these animals healthy outdoors over winter, for these species anyway, that being the eastern and blotched blue tongues, you need to keep them dry. You need to keep humidity low and not have any wet spots or anything like that in their brumation spots. During the warmer months of the year, I normally keep them out here on the ground. They get full sun, rain and everything, but over winter, to minimize the risk of it getting wet in there and humidity rising and all that, I bring them up here out of the rain where they can be dry and safe. If it's damp inside their box or anything like that, that can lead to respiratory infection, which can be a big problem, can even kill them if got left untreated. So make sure it's nice and dry and you should be fine. Another thing I may need to mention is that these guys won't actually eat or drink over this time, so you don't have to worry about giving them any food, but I still offer them some water in case they're dehydrated and they want to drink. Of course, if the particular species you're keeping lives in the area that you live, you shouldn't have to provide them any extra heat or anything like that. With that said though, eastern blue tongues can sometimes be more susceptible to respiratory infection, especially around the area that I live, because I live near water, so the humidity is generally a bit higher. So what I do is give them a bit of heat, if they so want it, in the form of a heat pad. There it is. Cord just comes out into a power point. I got a little thermostat on that as well, and that's just on a low temperature to just get some of the brutal cold and humidity out of the air in there. But of course it's only covering a little part of the entire box, and most of them now aren't even using it at all. They're choosing to stay away from it. As well as on the topic of heat over this time, you really don't want to give them much, or try not to give them any at all if you don't have to, because if the more heat they have over this time, and if they're sleeping, they can come out worse when spring hits, because a reptile's metabolic rate actually runs off how hot it is around them. So if they're at a higher temperature when they should be at a lower temperature, and they'll still be metabolizing all the fats they have stored and stuff like that, and just burning through their reserves a lot quicker. So then they'll have to really be rushing to build up all their stock when spring hits. So ensuring they are as cold as they need to be over the winter months is really important for them. Keeps them healthy, happy, and of course stimulates breeding. A proper cycle through all the seasons of the year is critically important. Today's actually so warm, this is the first time I've seen any of them out in a couple of weeks. We've had nights go down to 5 degrees Celsius and stuff like that. But yeah, as you can see, they're all healthy, vibrant animals still. So as long as the care's right and the husbandry and the lead up before brumation, they're well fed and all that, you shouldn't really have any issues. So that's about all I can think of to say about outdoor brumation for the blueies. I've probably missed some stuff, so let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Any other questions you have for me about anything, just let me know. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Tell me what's so real about you, so real about you. Tell me what's so real about you, so real about you. about you. Tell me what's so real about you, so real about you. Tell me what's so real about you, so real about you.